ladies, it's Thursday, and I am so proud of where this theme has gone. I feel glad that I came up with this theme because I think we're awesome. My approach to the mixtape idea is going to be top 5 musicians that don't get enough credit. Because being a part of the Seattle music scene, I feel eternally blessed and like not worthy of having this amount of creativity surrounding me all the time. I'm still kind of flabbergasted that that Seattle has this much awesome coming out of it all the time. Whenever anybody thinks about Seattle music, they think of like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and grunge and Soundgarden and all that jazz, and right now it's like a whole new movement of like folk, and it's like super awesome that this is all happening so rapidly and in such a large quantity, and it's awesome. But I've been rambling for much too long, so I will start the list right now. The first band is actually from Portland, Builders and the Butchers, and they are something to behold because it's like their music on the record is really awesome, but their music live is like, it's like gothic folk, and it's like the coolest thing ever. And they have an electric banjo. An electric banjo? I didn't know that was a thing before seeing this band. It's like, I fucking love banjo now. Oh, I just love them a lot. Builders and the Butchers. Second band is also from Portland, Drew Grow and the Pastor's Wives. This band, I'm at a loss for words here right now. Going to see this band is almost like a religious experience because their brand of indie rock is like almost gospel-y, and Drew Grow is like otherworldly to watch and perform, and because his vocals and his way of performing is so intense but not in like a cheesy way. It's like it's so true and so passionate and so earnest that it's like you're there, you're all there with him all the time. Oh, so good. Next band is actually my friend's band. I could say they're my friend's band. St. Paul Devants, which I actually saw for the first time at an open mic in Seattle. They are another band that includes a banjo, but they also have an accordion, and I love the accordion now too. Ben, the lead singer, songwriter, started writing songs after he interviewed his grandfather about his time in the war during the French occupation. So all of these songs are based on his grandfather's true stories, and it's all very historical and French, and it's just stuff you want to listen to like when you're sitting inside on a rainy day, sitting by the fire, just like drinking cocoa, and it's so pretty. Or you could listen to it when you're like during autumn and walking as the leaves are falling. It's just beautiful and wonderful, and they're such nice dudes, and I love that band. The next band, Hey Marseille. This band, I can't even. I've seen this band play 3 times, and I cannot believe how much talent is in this one group, because they have a set of brothers who play the viola and the cello, and I love the cello now. Like, that's a thing, and I'm like, I appreciate the cello and the viola because everybody who I've seen recently who plays the cello and the viola are so freaking cool. And like, Hey Marseille is no exception. They are a fantastic cornucopia of awesome. I could compare them to like Beirut, if that, I mean, yeah, Hey Marseille can be compared to Beirut because they have an accordion too. They're so charming and so likable and so just awesome, and it's, oh my god. They do not get enough credit for how amazing they are. And then the last but definitely not least is Chris Orlowski. I saw him last year for the first time when he was a special guest at an Alan Stone show, and Andy started looking for his music, and then he started listening to it, and then he showed me some of it. I was like, this is really awesome, I like this guy. He played in Tacoma at this like little place down in Opera Alley, and during that show actually it was really funny because me and Andy were standing up front, and Chris like randomly started talking to Andy. He's like, hey you in the blue shirt, and Andy's like, what's your name? Andy, how's it going? He's like, great. Like, who's that? I was like, it's my girlfriend, Abby. And he's like, you got some cameras there? And I was like, just one. The other thing's a giant lens. He's like, oh, okay. Thanks for coming, guys. And we're like, what? So ever since then, I've just kind of been getting more and more into his music, and we saw him at a house show, like literally in a living room last week. He recognized us from the show in Tacoma, and he's such a nice guy. He's one of those musicians that does the really kind of grassroots way of gaining fans. Like, he personally sends out the mailing list, like he sends out press releases, and he tries to get people to listen to his music, not any sort of management team. It makes a difference, I think, at least in this community, and it makes it so much easier to connect with him and connect with the musicians in Seattle when they do that, because it's like you're not communicating with a management team, you're not communicating with a publicist, you're communicating with the artists themselves. And so Chris Orlowski, go listen to his stuff. And I have several videos of him on my other channel, not my main channel, but the one I post like a bunch of music videos on. Pretty much all of these musicians are on that channel. I am very heartwarmed by how well this week is going. I feel very honored to be in a collaboration channel with all of you lovely ladies because you have awesome taste. I'm glad we're doing this. But yeah, I'm gonna go catch up on NaNoWriMo because I'm like 4,000 words behind. But I'll do that today. So I'll see you tomorrow, Mikaela. Bye, guys!